Jarmo, you've had, of course, some big nights in this job. Have you had another night like this where it seems like everything you've wanted to happen, this was a momentous night for the organization? Does this rank right up there with you? Is it compared to anything you've been through?
Oh, I feel old now that I think that I've been involved in the NHL since 1995. But yeah, it was in a way bittersweet day, but exciting, and I think we accomplished a lot. And with the picks that we made, we were exactly who we basically targeted and thought we would get in those picks. A lot of times you get disappointed one or two picks before yours, and we had some nervous moments today. Obviously, we're waiting to see if the guy falls, and I know everybody always says that after the draft. And can't believe he fell there, but we're very excited about the picks we got. Ken Johnson is a very, very talented player and great playmaker, vision, just very, very skilled and dynamic, and Cole Sillinger adds grit and determination, character, scoring ability. A strong guy, very mature as far as just how strong he is right now. And of course, Kulemans is a very good defenseman who we project to be a top 4 defenseman in the National Hockey League for many, many years. So time will tell, as always, but it's tough to say goodbye to a player like Seth Jones. He's not only a great player, but a great teammate and a good person, and he'll be missed.
Can you say just what that process was like for you trading him? I mean, I know you weren't dead set on it having to get done, but what was the final push that made it get done today? Was it that pick, that the number 12 or the 11, wanting that?
I think it was the combination of them. 11, we put a lot of, or 12 officially, we put a lot of value in that. Yeah, there's no question about that, because we had a certain amount of players that we had targeted in to be there for the 5th and the 12th pick. So that was a big part of it, but other parts were too. We're getting a first-round pick next year, and we're getting Adam Boquist, who was 8th overall in the draft and is a very talented player who can run a power play, and that's something that even with the 2 great defensemen that we have, Zach Werenski and with Seth, we haven't had a very good power play. So he's going to get a great chance to excel in that role and share it with Zach, and I'm sure Zach's been a great player for us for many, many years, and being a good power play quarterback. So, but now we're adding a guy, a right-handed shot that can pass the puck, make the seam pass, has a good shot from the point, and he's always had great stats. When you look at his stats from the junior hockey to Sweden or even in the NHL, he was basically in a 40-point pace this year with a shortened season. So, yeah, we're excited.
With any of your 3 picks that you made tonight, do you feel like any of them may have a chance to be here as soon as next year, or are you looking at this more, obviously, long-term? And
You're in a rush always to get the picks here right away. No, I'm not concerned about that at all. We look at it, and I know we will say the same thing. We look at it who we think will have the best career. And I've set this example many times. I was in St. Louis. We got criticized for 2 years for taking Alex Petroangelo, who wasn't ready to play in the NHL. Went back to junior twice, and he's become a pretty good player, I would say. So it's not a sprint. It's a marathon. Who's going to have the most impact on the franchise during the time that he's there for his career? And I'm not concerned at all about the impact next year or the year after. It's the whole career.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Obviously, with the picks at the top of the draft, there was a lot of interest in kind of how that would all unfold. From your perspective, what kind of separated Kent from some of the other guys that were available there at number 5?
It's a lot of things. We always talk about instincts. Instincts, hockey sense, character, those are big things. I think he has all of them. I've seen him play live a couple times. We've seen him play basically every game he's played this year, whether it's live or on tape, and we've watched a lot of tape on him as well. So, he makes unbelievable plays. He seems to have that anticipation where, before the puck gets to him, he knows what to do with it, and I'm sure you've seen the highlights of him doing it. So, that's the biggest thing to me in the NHL. That's getting faster and faster. It's not necessarily the feet. It's the anticipation. It's the instincts that make you play faster, and he has all of them, and he has tremendous hands and skills as well. So I personally couldn't be more excited. I think as an organization we're very excited. So yeah.
You seem to be describing a player in Johnson that it sounds like a really good centerman. I know he's played some wing, maybe mostly wing at Michigan. Do you anticipate him playing center ice in the NHL?
Oh yeah, absolutely. They put him with Beniers in the same line, and they clicked right away, and they had great chemistry. And Beniers played as center always. Ken Johnson always played center, except in Michigan, but he's also a freshman, and we talked to him, and he's adamant, I'm a center. And, we talked to a lot of people. We talked to the coaching staff in Michigan. How do they see him? Yeah, they see him as a center, but just, it's hard to play center sometimes as an 18-year-old and against 24, 25-year-olds in college. So, we believe he's a center. He's got all those abilities, all the ingredients of a good center in the National Hockey League.
I know you didn't draft Cole Sillinger because of who his father is and the fact that he played here. But how cool is it to be able to draft the son of a player who was once a Columbus Blue Jacket?
It's a bonus. It's a bonus for sure. But he's. I think that because of his roots, he may have had a little more access to knowing his character inside and out, and that checks all the boxes. And that's, as I said, instincts, hockey sense, character. Those are the things that we value the most, and he has all of them. And everybody we've talked to says so many great things about his character. He's driven. He's a leader at young age already. He's got great work ethic. He's very competitive. So those are all the qualities we're looking in a Blue Jacket.
You were able to complete a trade for another defenseman in Jake Bean. So just how did that opportunity come up, and then what can you bring to your team?
Jake Bean's a player we really liked in this draft year. We had him really high, and he was an offensive dynamo in the Western Hockey League. Scored over 20 goals his draft year. He's taken him a little. There's a perfect example of a guy that took a while in the minors and had some great numbers in the American League. And this year, at the end of the year, he was running the number 2 power play for Carolina, which is a very good team. And we followed Jake Bean a lot, because we always do with the guys that we like for the draft, to just see that, were we right, were we wrong, what did we see, what did we not see, and so we think that he's got great potential to play in top 4 in the National Hockey League, and time will tell as always, but he's going to get a great opportunity with us to play to his strengths. He's another guy that can run a power play and has been very effective in doing it. So very excited about that. Jake Bean's going to be a great addition. And we got 2 young defensemen that one is not even 21 yet, and the other one's 23, and they got a lot of years ahead of them in the National Hockey League.
Going back to Sillinger really quick, was he the guy that you had in mind when you made that pick to get the 12? Well, there was a number of guys that looked like they were highly rated and they were available there, but was that the guy that when you made that pick, you kind of thought maybe he's there?
Yeah, it was. We really thought that he would be available there. We were nervous through the picks from 5 to 12 to see if it actually happens, but we were very happy to get him there.
We got a couple questions here from Zoom. First, we'll go to Tom Galiti. Go ahead, Tom.
Hey, Jarmo, just looking at today, obviously with trading of Seth and then adding 3 young guys, do you view this as a start of a rebuild, or are you further along than that as far as where you're headed next with this team?
Well, I think on the defense part, we obviously lost a really good defenseman that logged a lot of minutes for us. But at the same time, we added 2 young defensemen that can play in the league right now, and they've played on good teams. Chicago, I think Adam Boquist played almost 17 minutes a game, and Jake Bean played on one of the best teams in the league and played in a pretty big role at the end. So those guys are going to go and add right into our roster and make us better and stronger there and deeper. So yeah, I think that it's exciting time for us. We had to deal what we had to deal with, and made the trade and move on and keep building. So that's tomorrow's another day that we're going to have a chance to make some draft picks and who knows, potentially some trades. But it's going to be another great opportunity.
And next we'll go to John Walrow with the Associated Press. Go ahead, John.
Hey, Jarmo. Yeah, John Morrow with the AP. Just looking at just the fact that the 3 Michigan guys went in the top 5. What is that a reflection of? Is it in part because of how challenging this year was for scouts to get to games, or what is it a reflection of to have these 3 guys go in the top 5?
I think it's just because they're so good. But Mason McTavish went 3, and he's a Ontario League player that didn't play all year except in Switzerland and in the World Under-18s. So scouts watch underage players. They watch a lot of tape from anywhere they played this year. Every scout in the NHL that had a chance to get accreditation to the tournament in Dallas was there. I was there myself. So we got some good footage on the top guys, and obviously it was a challenging year with the OHL not playing. There's no question about it. But do the best you can under the circumstances, and yeah, I just think it's a very talented class in Michigan with their freshmen that they had this year. There's no question about it. That's exceptional.
Last one, we'll go to Hedge.
Kind of a little bit of a no-brainer on this one, but how important was it for you in the dealing with Chicago for for Seth to? There's reports out there that he signed a contract and all that kind of stuff. I mean, how much did that, I guess, increase the return?
Well, they wanted to be comfortable in knowing that there's a good chance to get him signed, and I think they got the deal done before the draft started. So I think it makes everybody happy. They have an asset for the next 8 years, if I've seen the reports right, and we get the pieces we got. So hopefully there'll be 2 happy partners in a good trade that will benefit both.